Message to neurotypical wives who may be suffering from Cassandra syndrome. Have you ever been told you're too emotional by your ASD spouse when you were really just longing for connection? You know, in neurodiverse marriages affected by Cassandra syndrome, many wives begin questioning their own needs. You stop asking for comfort. You stop expecting emotional reciprocity. You stop believing your loneliness makes sense. But wanting emotional presence is not being needy. Wanting to feel understood, responded to, and emotionally safe, that's part of being human. You were never asking too much by hoping your heart would be met with care. And if your needs were minimized for years, they still matter. So today, try to release the shame around your longing for connection, assuming there was some shame associated with that, because your desire to be emotionally seen was never weakness. Actually, it was wisdom, reminding you that relationships are meant to include the heart. Have you ever become everyone else's safe place while secretly feeling emotionally alone yourself? Many wives in neurodiverse marriages become incredibly capable. You solve problems. You carry the emotional load. You keep the family functioning. And somewhere along the way, your own needs get pushed to the bottom. But being strong does not mean you were meant to carry everything alone. Even the most resilient hearts need comfort, understanding, and support. You are not failing because you feel depleted. You're responding normally to long-term emotional strain, and your exhaustion deserves compassion, not criticism. So today, let this truth sink in. You don't have to earn care by collapsing first. Your heart matters now. Your needs matter now. And support is not something you should have to apologize for wanting. Have you ever sat beside your ASD spouse feeling physically present together, but emotionally completely alone? One of the deepest wounds in Cassandra syndrome is invisibility. You explain your pain carefully. You try not to overreact. You lower your expectations, and still somehow, your emotional reality goes unseen. But your loneliness is real. Your emotional injuries are real. And the absence of emotional attunement can hurt just as deeply as harsh words. You're not dramatic for wanting emotional connection. You're not selfish for wanting empathy. Human beings are wired for emotional responsiveness. And your nervous system has been trying to survive without enough of it. So today, please remember this. Just because someone struggles to fully see your inner world does not mean your inner world is unimportant. You are not invisible. Your heart still deserves to be known. Have you ever spent years second-guessing your own emotions because your pain was constantly minimized or misunderstood? In many neurodiverse marriages affected by Cassandra syndrome, wives slowly lose trust in themselves. You start wondering, maybe I'm too sensitive. Maybe I expect too much. Maybe this loneliness is my fault. But emotional neglect has a way of making people question their own reality. And healing often begins the moment you stop dismissing what your heart has been trying to tell you all along. You don't need permission to acknowledge your exhaustion. You don't need proof that your loneliness matters. Your emotional experience is valid simply because you are living it. So today, practice believing yourself again. Believe your feelings. Believe your nervous system. Believe the part of you that still longs for peace, connection, and emotional safety. That voice inside of you may be the beginning of your healing. Have you ever become so focused on avoiding conflict that you barely recognize your own emotional needs anymore? Many wives experiencing Cassandra syndrome slowly learn to shrink themselves. You stay quiet to avoid misunderstandings. You suppress disappointment. You carry pain privately so the relationship can keep functioning. But survival patterns are not the same as emotional health. And constantly abandoning your own feelings to maintain peace can leave your nervous system exhausted, lonely, and emotionally disconnected from yourself. You are allowed to have boundaries. You're allowed to have emotional needs. You're allowed to acknowledge when something hurts. Healthy love should not require the disappearance of your inner world. So today, try giving yourself the compassion you've spent years giving everyone else. You don't have to erase yourself to deserve connection. Your voice matters, your emotions matter, and you matter too. Have you ever started feeling ashamed of how deeply you feel things in your marriage? Many wives experiencing Cassandra syndrome begin hardening themselves emotionally just to survive. You stop reaching, you stop hoping, you stop expressing hurt the way you once did. But your tenderness was never the problem. Your desire for emotional closeness, warmth, reassurance, and connection does not make you weak, it makes you human. The part of you that still longs to love deeply, and still longs to be understood, and still longs for emotional safety, is the healthiest part of you fighting to stay alive. So today, try not to judge your heart for needing connection. You don't have to become emotionally numb to become emotionally strong. Your softness still has value, and your heart still deserves gentle care.
I promise love in sunlight and in rain, through quiet days and moments filled with strain. Some nights feel longer than they seem, but I still hold on to my own dream. Your world is colors I can't always see, silent storms that don't include me. I'm learning patience, learning grace, finding my strength in this shared space. I can care for you without losing me. I can bend without breaking completely. I won't give up on my heart, I won't tear my soul apart. In the love we're building slowly, there is space to still be me. Through the questions, through the doubt, I will breathe and let hope out. I am strong enough to stay, and strong enough to find my way.
Some days I'm tired, some days I cry, wondering if I'm asking why. But every tear becomes a seed, growing into what I need. Compassion doesn't mean I disappear. Loving you still keeps my spirit here. I won't give up on my heart, I won't tear my soul apart. In the love we're building slowly, there is space to still be me. Through the questions, through the doubt, I will breathe and let hope out. I am still hopeful.